Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Catarina and I hope that you're all having a fantastic day so far. Today's video is going to be another foundation tutorial and review. We're going to be focusing on the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation. I was so excited when they came out with a matte version of this because I've always wanted to try the original formula, but I just know me with my oily skin, it just wasn't going to happen. So in this video, I'm first going to take you through the tutorial demo part. That way you can kind of see what it looks like applied to the skin. This is what I have on right now. And you can kind of see all the steps. I will demonstrate and talk through the whole foundation and concealer and powder part, but then I'm also going to show you guys, but I'll fast forward through the bronzer and the blush and the contour. That way you can still see what I did to actually get this whole entire look, minus the eyes and lips. But that way you can totally see the full foundation tutorial of it, and I feel like that makes it a little more helpful as well. But you guys, I hope that you really enjoy this video, and let's begin. Alright, and I first went in with the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer. I like to put that on first. I always use a primer with my foundation. I just find that it helps mattify, makes my pores look smaller, and then it also helps the foundation to go on a lot smoother as well. So I do have two different shades of the foundation. It is 220 Natural Beige, which is more similar to my actual skin tone, and then I have 228 Soft Tan, which is a little bit deeper. I like to either mix these, or this will be perfect once we get further into spring. There is no pump, which is a little bit of a downer, but I'm used to using the Revlon Color Stay a lot, and I'm okay with not having a pump just because, you know, you get used to it. The consistency is pretty liquidy, but it doesn't drip down your hand, but it's not a cream or a mousse or anything like that. And I'm going to just apply this using the Beauty Blender. So I like to just dot a little bit on there and then just start blending right into my skin. And you can instantly see the coverage that it's starting to give. It does a really good job at covering redness, I've noticed. Okay, so this half of my face has a foundation on it, this half doesn't. This coverage is a nice coverage, but it is very buildable, so it can be kind of light to medium when you first apply it, but then you can go in with another layer and really get that medium to full coverage, but you can definitely see the difference. Just to show you guys how buildable it is, I'm going to do just a little bit more. That was way too much. This is when I kind of hate that it doesn't have a pump, because you are going to waste product. And I'm just going to focus around where my problem areas are, which, as you guys know, for me is right around here. I think this is one of the most buildable foundations that I've ever used. Okay, so this is now 2 layers of the foundation on my face, and this is beautiful coverage, I think. I then like to go in with a concealer to brighten up my under eyes. You guys know I have very, very dark under eye circles, and I'm going to use the Flower Cosmetics Secret Cover Up Concealer. So here is a foundation with just concealer, no setting powder so far. First, I'm going to set my under eyes really quick. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette, these 2 shades right here, Banana and is it Peach? And I'm going to use a tapered brush and just pat this under my eye. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the corresponding powder with this. This is a Maybelline Matte and Poreless powder, and I love this powder. This has quickly become one of my new favorite powders because it really does help mattify and really minimizes those pores. And I'm going to use a kabuki brush to kind of bounce this into my skin. Okay, so this is what the foundation, concealer, and powder looks like so far. I'll go ahead and fast forward through me doing my bronzing, contouring, and blush, because sometimes when I'm watching these review videos, I see what it looks like right after the foundation, and then they go into a clip of like full face, and it looks like a crazy magic happened. You know, I'm like, well, I want to achieve that look that you just created at the very end too. So I'm going to go ahead and just fast forward this so you can kind of see what I'm doing in the process along while we chisel out our face and everything. Guys, so now we have the bronzer, contour, blush, and highlight on, and I'll do another close-up for you guys. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and finish my eye makeup and put some lips on, and then I'll be right back to kind of recap and talk about all the specifics of the foundation. Alright you guys, now let's go ahead and jump into the facts. So this is the packaging right here. I do have them. They are in the shade, once again, 220 Natural Beige, 228 Soft Tan. This 220 is very yellow undertoned, and I love that because you guys know I have that yellow undertoned skin. This one is yellow toned as well, but I'd consider this more of a natural kind of beigey to yellow undertone. They do get the standard 1 fluid ounce product, and they do not come with a pump, which is kind of a bummer. And it is also a glass tube. I happen to like the glass tube, but it's not very travel friendly at all. But again, if they had a pump, that would be awesome, because it is annoying how you do waste product. In terms of the packaging itself, I would say it looks very sleek. I love the font, and not that this really matters, but you know, it's very appealing to the eye, which I enjoy. Also, let's talk about the price point. I've seen this foundation range from like $5.94 if you're shopping at Walmart or something, all the way up to about $7.99 if you're at a drugstore such as Walgreens. I purchased mine at Walmart, and so I got mine for $5.94, which is an amazing price, I think. This shade selection I consider a negative because there is only 16 shades. You guys know I really like when foundations have anywhere from 20 plus shades. I feel like that's a broader selection to cater to multiple people's skin tones and undertones. I wish they had a wider selections and shades in general, from really, really fair to really, really deep. The finish of this foundation is a satin matte, so it's not a full coverage matte foundation such as the Revlon Color Stay Liquid Makeup, which you guys know I love. This is more of a natural finish, which I actually personally like a lot more. The skin type for this particular foundation is normal to oily. As you guys probably know, they already do have a Fit Me foundation out that is just the original line. It gives you more of a dewy look. It's catered to more normal to dry skin, and I'm really happy that they brought this out because I always wanted to try the Maybelline Fit Me foundation when it first came out. But I have oily skin, and I knew that just wasn't going to work. So I noticed it has 3 main claims, and it's that it's mattifying, it erases your pores, and that it is natural looking. And I completely 100% agree with all 3 of those claims. The pros, again, to recap on this foundation, is the price point, how it minimizes your pores, it is very mattifying, it's long lasting, it is blendable, it is buildable, and I think that was it. And then the cons of this foundation is the packaging and the shade selection. I really think right now this is my favorite foundation. It beats my Revlon Color Stay, it beats my CoverGirl 3-in-1, beats my Kat Von D, it beats my Tarte Amazonian Clay. It is #1 out of all my foundations right now, and it's because of the fact that it does mattify me, but it doesn't look cakey and it doesn't look like you have foundation on. It is such a natural looking foundation, and I love the way that bronzer sits on it and a highlight. It's just a very beautiful finish, and the fact that it performs throughout the day is just such a plus in my book. Quickly, also, I have not noticed any oxidizing with this foundation. The color that you put on is the color that you get pretty much. If anything, it will blend into your skin more than change color on you. For me, I'm like an NC 35-ish in MAC, and once again, I got the 228 Soft Tan and 220 Natural Beige, which I will link down below, along with all the products that I use in this video if you do want to achieve this full-on look. And I think that's everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what foundation you'd like me to review next, and I will go ahead and list all the foundation tutorials and reviews, anything I've done regarding foundation down below. Also, I am thinking about doing an updated top 5 foundations from the drugstore, because the last time I did that was like six months ago or so, and a ton of new foundation has come to the drugstore since then, and I have found some new favorites, knocked some out of the top 5 categories, so let me know if you guys would like to see that. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!